AlternativA. And I guess these are homeless robots? And why is... Whoop! And the game's gone. This is wonderful. I love this. Okay, so I need to do the... I feel squished now. I don't know what's going on. But we're gonna play this game. Whether it wants us to play it or not. Okay, new chance, I guess. Hang on, let me just check the settings. Yep, 16:9. New chance. New chance. Choose the game difficulty. If you choose a high difficulty, you will get fewer chances to restore the game after dying. 2 chances. And you will not receive tips or hints for completing the tasks. Think twice before you select the difficulty, because your decision will be final. Watch the dialogues and think carefully about your replies. You can't save your chance during a dialogue, and you can easily sign your death sentence with imprudent words. All you've done is tell me, like, all you've done is sell me on, like, why I shouldn't pick high difficulty. Also, I've never heard high and low difficulty. That seems strange. Like, normally it's like hard or easy. You think dogs should vote? Thank you, Augie. So we'll go with low. (2045) Prague. Oh. Whoa. I don't know why you would attack a robot.
Richard Rojek, and without a card, correct?
I want to go back into the industrial district. What? You piece of junk? Why did you take my card? What's going on here?
Unable to acknowledge. You don't have a card.
Yes, I noticed. You just grabbed it from my hand. I'm asking you one more time. Why?
Endora Company doesn't have any work for you. You're unemployed. You have no need to visit any other place than the slums.
All right, but why can't I go back in quickly and try to come to terms with them? To get my job back. If I don't do anything, I'll just kick the bucket somewhere under the bridge.
For the sake of your safety and others, please don't disagree. You've shown signs of aggressive behavior before. The means of deactivation, or death if you wish, kick the bucket, are correct.
And where should I get a card? It won't just appear in my hands all of a sudden.
In case you are accepted, you'll be notified immediately. Don't worry.
And who will tell me? And where? All the offices are in the other districts.
One of the androids. That's why we are here, to assist and protect.
All right, what the hell? I'm going home.
Not acknowledged. You're not allowed to enter the high-level railway.
What? Why?
Your travel pass credit is fully spent. You are not allowed to enter the high-level railway.
So, should I walk or what?
Acknowledged.
Well, thanks. Bye.
Thanks. Bye. New entries have been added to your PDA database. You may open the PDA by right-clicking on its icon in the inventory. New entry has been added to your notes in the PDA. These notes may help you in the future with solving your tasks. Exciting. Okay, there's our inventory up there. Hang on, let me just move some things around. Let's put you there. I'm not covering up too much of the game, am I? Ah, that seems just about right. Okay then. So we've got our PDA, keys to apartment, empty travel pass, and glove. Why are we carrying a glove? No, Richard, put on the glove.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Okay. Okay. So I feel like we've got our first puzzle. We need a card, I think is what they're saying. Possibly? Hang on, let's check our PDA. I'm sure our PDA will give us lots of... Richard, check the PDA. Richard. Okay, right click. That main menu. Run. Previous item. Next item. Okay, notes. I need to get home, but my travel pass is empty, and I'm unable to charge it without the personal card. I have to think up some other way. There must be a way of charging the travel pass illegally. Okay, so I guess that's what we're trying to do. Charging the travel pass illegally. Database. City and its infrastructure. Personal identification card. Okay, so this is like a, what do they call it? A thingy that tells you stuff. All the contemporary cities have been adopted to the standards and regulation of the state. During the adoption process, the inhabited territories were depopulated and the inhabitants were centralized in districts with clear hierarchy. The districts are the government districts, the workers' districts, and the slum districts. These areas are strictly isolated, which give them the advantage in defense against the inner enemy. They are surrounded by an impenetrable wall with gates protected by androids. The infrastructure is identical to all around the world and includes a wide network of high-level railway. The traffic card is common for all districts. It can be loaded in machines, which apply a thin layer of matter to the surface of the card, making the card valid until the matter evaporates. Access to the railway is denied after evaporation. Okay. So we live in a totalitarian state, the opposite of anarchy. Personal identification card. The card is a universal means of identification in financial transactions. The number on the card indicates clearly which person it belongs to. Every person has their own number. If a citizen is deprived of the number, he or she becomes an outcast in the slums district. Such punishments are, however, extremely rare. A card, as a universal means of identification, has existed for a long time in history. The state introduced a card as the only means of financial transactions, which eliminated the danger of forgery by resistance members. All payments are done through these payment cards. At the same time, easing the identification of people upon entering the districts and their workplaces. Travel Pass. High-level railway cards are valid in all the districts in the cities of the state. The card manufacturer is highly controlled. Yep, okay. Radioactive materials with a controlled half-life. Please report any damaged machine you may encounter. I feel like I need to... 69,420. I do think Aki has you beat there, Augie. Slums. Yep, it's a slums. Endora Corporation. So these guys fired me? Endora is a state-influenced private company which works in the area of construction, manufacturing, and mining. The company headquarters is located in Brazil, from where they control all the works all around the state. They employ millions of people. Endora and Theolex are the only companies which have, at least partially managed to maintain their independence from the state. The state has the authority to inspect both the above-mentioned companies. However, it hardly ever exercises this authority. Endora was founded during the war, when all the big construction companies refused to support the war industry and created an international corporation independent from local politics, in order to prevent persecution on behalf of treason accusations. Currently, Endora takes care of all the construction, excavation, and mining missions of the state. The state dependence on Endora has increased in the past few years because of the increasing activity of the resistance movement causes many infrastructure failures. Unofficial. A few months ago, the state installed a special committee for the investigation of potential conspirators, which investigates not only the resistance, but also the possible involvement of Theolex and Endora in attempts to overthrow the state authority. Endora has been, for some time now, working on gaining control over the main offices of the public service and is trying to find another way to attack the positions of the government. Okay, androids? Yep. Androids are manufactured by Theolex, a company founded by Professor Oleg Ramadovic Petronenko. Hopefully we'll meet that guy, otherwise why the hell would you put that information in the game? Database, music. Unable to connect. There is no musical box to be found.
It's
DVD
impossible
disc.
to work with a system disk.
System disk? Oh, this is like a stylus. Wow. Okay. Now I think we're ready to begin. It's light? Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. Again, everyone, follow Aki Leo. Wonderful streamer. We are now ready to do gaming. Go to the container. Why does the music sound like it's actually taking place in the game? Full family backstory, yes. Oh boy, you can look at barrels.
One of the many barrels around here. If you can't fit it elsewhere, put it in here. No reason to carry it around with me.
Well, that's exciting. Okay, is there going to be anything to make this easier? Full barrels.
There's a biohazard symbol on the side of the container, and the green stuff inside definitely looks unpleasant. Something's gleaming between those barrels. I'm not gonna touch it with my bare hands. There's a biohazard symbol on the side of the container.
Oh, put the gloves on, Richard.
At least that's one thing that's left from my last employment.
Yes, utility gloves for Andorra employees. Put them on, Richard. Are you wearing them? Richard, Richard, put on the gloves.
Employment.
Use gloves on barrel.
The glove is durable enough.
What is going on? What was that symbol?
Look at that. A sharp and clean metal rod.
Great. Why the fuck did we pick that up? Spill.
A metal rod with sharp edges. It's hard to hold.
A metal rod that is with sharp edges that is hard to hold. I'm so glad we found that. Or at least we figured out what the gloves were for. Stab the robot? I feel like that's not going to be that easy. Oh, but there's an alleyway back here. This is exciting. Old shipping containers and alleyways. The adventure never ceases. Ooh, a very moody camera angle. Okay, let's make a save. Game has been saved. I love that the exit is despair. They really love setting the mood in this game. They really want you to have a fun time. Oh, there's robots back here. This is interesting. Can we do something with it? Flames? I'm worried that there's going to be a lot of pixel hunting. This robot's not going to do anything? He's just going to sit there? That's disappointing. Okay, flames. Touch the flames, Richard. Touch the flames.
I'm not going to test my superpowers.
You have superpowers? I think that was supposed to be a joke, but it wasn't very funny.
Nice fire. Probably gas leaking from the industrial district.
Okay, what could we use on fire? Empty travel pass.
I don't know what to do.
Spill?
Waste of time.
Full garbage bin.
It's stuffed with everything you could think of.
Exciting. Take our
I'd like
hands
to
in.
do it, but I might find something in there. It's probably just an ordinary stone, but it looks nice.
Who throws a stone away? Pebble. Can we...
Rather not. Bad idea.
Yeah, we
Quite
can't
a
combine
nice
it.
little stone. Maybe I can think up some use for it.
Okay, so far we found metal rod and a rock.
I'm not going to dig in it anymore.
Well, that's exciting. We should run. Okay, good. There does seem to be a bit more of a fight. I can't do anything until he stops walking, though. Come on, Richard. Okay. Oh, a wide view. Richard, where are you going? Where are you going, Richard? Richard? Richard, where are you going?
The same old show for so many years. I
had
don't
to
understand. What's the point? Ugh. If they at least didn't play those horrible sounds.
Oh, that's why the music sounds like it's in the game. It's coming from the screens.
The same old I don't understand. Ugh.
Okay, that's kind of cool. Ooh, damaged tram. That's exciting. Can I go in that building? Murderous Sonic the Hedgehog searching through bins? I haven't played that yet. I should get around to playing that. Damaged tram. Come on, Richard, run! Yes! That's it, Richard.
Trams used to ride here a long time ago. Now it's just wrecks and trolleys here and there.
Ooh, box. Come on, Richard.
Just boxes and a lot of dirt.
Hey, Bixie D! How you doing? How's your day going?
There might be something useful there. Almost a full roll of tape. Might come in handy.
So thus far, we've searched through some garbage. Why is it telling me a new item has been added to our inventory? We can examine... We've already picked up 2 new items before now. Clearly, this was the one we were supposed to pick up the first time. Okay. So we've picked up some tape.
Now I can hold the rod properly.
Oh, now we can hold the rod properly. Of course. We used the tape on the metal pole. The fuck are we gonna do with this?
Rather not.
Are we gonna bash the robot in?
Just bop.
Okay, I guess we don't need to do anything there. Anything else to click on? No, just the boxes. Nothing over here. We don't want to check the garbage over this way. Yep, to the gate. Nothing else to click on?
Stop, please.
Why did Endora suddenly halt construction and sack everyone?
The official report states construction halted due to financial problems of the investor, Endora.
What? Nobody'll believe that.
The official report is final.
That talking's a little bit loud. Hang on, let me just adjust the volume mixer a little bit more. Let's bring you down to... Yeah, maybe. Ridicule the robot,
How
of
about
course.
your future? Are you planning to have kids?
My components will be used in modern kitchen equipment.
So part of you will become a mixer. It's good that you have it all planned. Could you
Keep doing
lend me
it.
that glowing stick for a while, please?
Request rejected. The electrical baton is a fixed part of my chassis.
Listen, Tin Features, I don't like the look of you. You look like a sort of metallic, pale... Psst.
My face is made of a carbon compound.
Try using a metal polish regularly and it'll get better.
Richard, you suck. Like, really bad. Like, what even were those insults?
Listen, Tin...
My face.
Try... Nothing.
Remember, you can always turn to us.
Okay. Let's try hitting the guy.
Waste of time.
Waste of time, you say. Okay, let's try a rock on the
Waste
guy.
of time.
What about the other guy?
I don't know what to do. Rather not. Rather not.
What about anything up there?
I'm not getting closer to that...
Okay, maybe I can throw a rock at the screen? No? Okay, I guess I can only look at the screen. We have fire.
Lots of factories, poisonous gas.
That's the one other thing we have.
Work. That's the industrial district. The poor all hate it and need it at the same time.
No, I don't want to go to the damaged tram. Okay, is there anything we can use the rod on? Or the rock?
It's not going to happen. I don't know what to do. Waste of time. Bad idea.
Okay, nothing else we can click on around here? Hey, all we've got is the... Come on, Richard, faster. Thank you for that, bot. To the container. Okay,
Bad idea.
that's a bad idea.
Waste of time. It's not going to happen. Waste of time.
Empty travel pass, rock, rod wrapped in tape, PDA, keys to apartment.
It's not going to happen. Rather not.
What's he doing now? Just walking around? That all you doing, right, Richard? Okay, let's try using everything on everything.
Rather not. Not like that.
Up there. So
I don't know what to do. Waste of time.
Can't. With a rock at the screen. Can't.
I don't know what to do. Bad idea. It's not going to happen. Bad idea. It's not going to happen. Bad idea. I don't know what to do.
You're telling me, Richard. You're telling me. I certainly don't know what to do. Is there anything we can do from the tram? Anywhere else we can go? To station. Oh, we can go further this way. That's exciting. Information. If Richard is interested in something, he'll try to find out more using the database in the PDA, where an article is added. PDA. So, article? High-level railway. High-level railway provides transport for distant parts. Transport is provided by an android-driven train. Death penalty. Attention. Activities of the resistance movement often include acts of terrorism against the railway and aim to cause the collapse of society and bring upon a fourth world war. Should you ever notice a dangerous-looking person... Okay. Yep. That was not interesting, Richard. Well, thank you for walking over there, Richard.
Endora everywhere. I'm not gonna rip it off. Could be dangerous.
You are useless, Richard.
I don't know what to do. Bad idea. It's not going to happen. Rather not.
Okay, what about this robot here on the floor? We're just gonna ignore these things? Okay. They seem interesting to me, but what would I know?
Out of order. Try again later. Great advice. I wouldn't have noticed.
Hang on, what's this?
A sturdy... Maybe I could... It won't budge.
But if we had a big old
I
rod,
could pry it open.
stick our big old rod in there.
Let's hope nobody sees me.
I love watching action from miles away. Oh, yay! That doesn't look disgusting at all, those chemicals.
That's the stuff for Char. I've never seen it spilled like that. I can't just take...
Yes, you can. Don't be a coward, Richard.
I can't get the stuff on the card this way.
What do you want, Richard?
It's not going to happen.
You can't get the stuff on...
Bad idea. I'm going to try to get some of this stuff. Something
Why?
stayed on, but the stuff is almost solid now. The stuff is...
So now we need to go heat it with the fire. I see, I see. Go to the... Go. Run, Richard, run! Go, Richard.
It's quite hot around the flame. Maybe the stuff will melt. It's hot, but the stuff isn't melting. A liquid green slime.
It's hot, but the stuff isn't melting? What do you mean?
Perfect! The stuff went to the right spot, and it will stay there.
Oh, good. So now we can travel? And we also have a rock, for some reason.
I only take so much and no more.
Thanks for lurking, Augie. I think we're about to get on this train now. Oh, now we're getting the opening credits. What an exciting beginning. They really know how to grab your attention from the get-go. I also love the clicking in the music. Like, Sorry.
He left the TV on again? He really drives me mad. Damn it, Andy. Get up.
What? What the hell are you doing?
You can't even turn off the TV?
Huh? What pissed you off so much?
Well, where to start? Andy, we're unemployed. They took away my card, and the cards of the others from our team, too. They say the construction has been halted.
What? You're not mad. Why would the construction halt? And even if it did, why wouldn't they give us the other damn work? We're two of the better ones.
I don't know. Nobody knows anything, only those bastards from Endora. Androids don't want to let me into the industrial district, let alone the government district. It's no go. We can only wait. But I'm not feeling very patient.
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
I'll go and find them. They're my only hope. This establishment has taken too much from me. Those fat cat bastards took my family, the most valuable thing I ever had. And now Endora wants to take my life? I'm not going to give it up so easily.
Is this a joke? You've gone crazy, haven't you? What are you gonna do? What's all this bullshit?
The Resistance. They're our only hope. They'll be able to do something to find out what happened. Find out why they just struck us off.
Yeah, you've gone crazy. Look, the answer's simple. We don't exist for them. We're nothing. They don't have to confess anything. And the Resistance? What would you offer them? A single, suicidal man? And also, how do you plan to find them? Are you gonna go and ask an android for the way to the nearest Resistance Center? Oh, why not? No. But my idea of perfect suicide is a lot different.
Tom, he might know. Besides, at least I'll be doing something.
Look, maybe I haven't been fired, right? Maybe you're the only one with no work. They could have something for me, and that would mean I don't have to turn up with my toes.
Can you hear yourself?
Turn up with your
Do you see what
toes?
they're doing to us? They're setting us against ourselves. We can't let that happen. And moreover, the construction was going great. We worked till we dropped. All was done as soon as possible, and they were ready to pay us extra. And now they halt it?
And even if I was fired, maybe I would be able to talk around the androids. There haven't been any problems with me, ever. I've never made any trouble like you. They'll let me out of here, maybe with an escort. I'll beg them. I've always been good at it.
Damn, Andy, listen. You can't do that. It just isn't possible. They sacked the whole construction team. And if you try to go past the androids, you'll get killed.
That's still a better idea than yours.
Getting killed is a better idea than fighting against the system?
Sometimes I think you're completely insane.
The writing in this is very vaguely generic. We're fighting against the state, and those fat cat bastards took everything from us. And the resistance, and the it's just, I don't know, very generic, very obvious.
Our old TV. Sometimes it even works. It can only be turned on.
Oh, there's the remote.
Remote for our... A vintage car of Andy. I don't think a car like... Andy wouldn't appreciate... Andy's mess. It's just junk. Andy's...
Nothing else worth clicking on? Just the remote? Okay. Use the remote.
I'm not going to turn it on. The remote isn't working anyway. The batteries leaked out, and when Andy changed them, they stuck to... I think it should have been clean. I don't know what to do. Bad idea. My favorite and
Hang on.
only
He
bed.
says it can only be turned on by remote. But how did we just turn the TV off when we first got in
My
here?
favorite...
Okay, nothing there. Poster.
Endora advertisement. I don't believe this. Sometimes I don't get Andy.
He's a company man, Richard. You gotta understand that about him.
Completely full waste bin. Maybe I could empty it. Ugh! No way!
We were just, like, going around in biohazard materials and digging pebbles out of the trash bin. Why are we so grossed out by our own trash bin? Case. You mean, like, wardrobe? Why would you call that a case? It's a cupboard. Pliers? Sure.
Apply.
Take a pocket knife. Pliers, pocket knife. Need anything else? Guess not. Okay.
The batteries are stuck. It wasn't easy, but the batteries are out.
Okay, thrown away the remote. Now we've got batteries. Batteries that have apparently leaked and stuck to things? Those don't sound like good batteries in my mind, but that's not going to stop Richard. Okay, so we've got batteries. Why do we need batteries? What are we doing, Richard? Andy's a fool if he thinks he will be able to persuade those androids to let him through the gate without his card. The only way to do that is to work with the resistance. Right. We're just collecting random crap for no real reason then. Well, time to go away. So we want to find Tom, do we? Street behind the house.
This used to be a hit. Times just change. I'm not going to take a ride in that.
Come on, Richard. What
Garbage
the fuck,
and
Richard?
mess. Since the cleaning robot stopped working, it's been horrific.
Why did the cleaning robot stop
I don't
working?
think I can find anything useful in here.
And why is it a clickable item?
Ernesto Bar, one of the few places that's still open in the slums. Tom never told me how he managed to keep it.
Ernesto Bar? Why is it called Ernesto Bar? It just says bar on the side.
Hi, Tom.
You don't have to say anything. Rumors spread fast.
I'm a dead man. And who told you anyway?
You know, I have my sources. But that's none of your business. Why did you make such a fuss about it all? It's gonna get you into trouble.
And
Like,
what would
a
you
fuss.
do? Would you just give them your card? You taught me otherwise, remember?
What?
Yeah, that's true. But I also told you that a turtle always hides inside its shell when things heat up. And maybe that's what you should
Heat
do,
up?
boy, instead of arguing and fighting.
Not a very good metaphor.
What would you do in my position?
Well, I sure as hell wouldn't go nuts like you.
All we did was argue with an android. How did rumors of that spread out?
Some are better, some worse. If you give me a while, maybe I'll think something up.
And what?
Come on, don't I tell you all the time not to stick your nose where it doesn't belong?
Andy went out somewhere. He wants to try to fool the androids or something.
I've always known he's crazy as a loon. If he's not dead already, he will be soon. At the very least, he'll get imprisoned. Why, at least he's not gonna bother you and spoil your life anymore.
Come on, Tom.
You're right.
Can't something be...
Can't. I would do anything for you. Your parents wouldn't forgive me for doing otherwise. Your father helped me many times, and you're like a son to me. But that little shit doesn't deserve anything other than this mess. Just don't try to help him. You're not in a position to negotiate. And if you try something, you'll end up worse than him.
I know you know the resistance activists.
Son, your parents left you in my care. But they didn't say a word about me sending you to your death. And you won't hear a word from me about that until your dad rises from his grave and tells me I should tell you.
Please, Tom. The resistance is my last hope.
Stop. I'm done with this topic forever.
Tom is my only... He raised me. Tom. My parents surely didn't imagine this.
Your parents didn't imagine a lot of things. And most of all, they didn't expect you were going to be...
You've been a good teacher to me.
Your mother would think otherwise.
What about your business? Isn't it going well?
Did Andy tell you to ask these silly questions? How many people in the slums can afford to buy a drink? I'll answer myself. 1. And there are about 300 people living in the neighborhood. That's not much, is it?
So why did you set up the bar then?
How many times have I told you already? It was in different times. The business was going well then. But then the state enforced new reforms for cities and citizens. Proclaimed reform politics. And the business went to hell.
I saw a young lady leaving this place some time ago. Did you have a great time?
When?
Several days ago. She's quite tall, well-developed, young.
Shut up. You know nothing. You've never
She must be
seen
part of the
or got it.
resistance.
Yeah, sure.
That's better.
If you stood above an abyss, people with knives were running after you and wanted to torture you, would you wait for them?
I know where you're heading, but
Answer me, please.
I would jump.
You see?
Yes, I'm a dead man. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna pull you down with me.
Tom,
Tom, stop walking away from us. We're not done with this conversation, mister.
my father surely wouldn't want me to...
Your father wouldn't want many things. And you know which one the most? For you to die, boy. He really wouldn't want your death. And I'm not helping you get killed.
I'm leaving.
Well, don't get yourself into something you can't.
Tom. What would you do in my position? Wait until somebody helps? Or would you try to get out of the problems yourself?
But now you want me to help you.
I only want your advice. A small hint that would set me on the right track.
But you know, The question is whether that path is really the right one. I know for sure it isn't. It's a path where you're gonna lose your head. So it's no path at all.
All right. What's this guy?
Local regular. Seems to always be here. Is that you again?
Excuse me? Well, maybe you're right. I almost got the wrong address on my card.
Where do you get all the money you drink away?
I help the state. You know, all those little services, do this, do that.
He's an
I
informant.
thought you opposed the establishment.
Yeah, that's true, but not with the state. It has only brought us welfare and peace. I oppose Endura and Theolax. They're the evil that's destroying us. Those androids of theirs and all their other technology, the state just tries to calm it down, to correct everything. Even I joined the fight against them.
Listen, you two. What are you whispering about over there?
Nothing, old friend. The youngster's trying to squeeze some wisdom out of me.
Ha! The right one indeed. He'll get nothing but beer.
Why don't you go home sometimes?
Home? Please, remind me. What exactly does that mean?
What do you mean? Well, to your family. I mean, you do have one, don't you? I saw you browsing some photos of your daughter and wife once, and you've spoken about them with Tom many times.
Son, I had a family. That's right. I had a family until an android from Theolax showed up. He came to our home. They said he had to check something. I was in work then. My wife got frightened and leapt to the phone. She wanted to call me. The android went to and threw her against the wall. My daughter jumped on him. She wanted to help her mother. He killed them both. According to the report, it was a mistake. That damn tin box reputedly evaluated the phone as some paralyzer or something. Well, Theolax simply swept it under the carpet. But I'm gonna stand up to them one day and have my revenge.
But the android belonged to the state, so...
Yes, to the state, but it wasn't the state's fault. It was the fault of the android. He said it to me.
Who?
It doesn't matter. Let's just say it was one of the investigators, and he was damn good.
But...
But what? Goddamn, Theolax and Endura will pay for killing my family, and the state's gonna help me with it.
Richard, there's no point. He'll speak that way forever. Just let him be.
What's it like to live this way?
What do you mean by that? Without a family or without a home?
Without a home. I know quite well what it's like to live without a family.
Did you get fired?
That's Endora. They shut down construction and we all got sacked. Moreover, they took our cards.
That's just like them. They simply aren't capable of anything better. But don't lose your heart. We'll take care of them.
We?
Sure, our men. You know what I mean.
The Resistance?
Shh! Not so loud. Yes, you may call us by that name, but we simply fight against Endora and Theolax.
And would you be able to help me find out what happened to me? Why they shut down the construction?
We have quite a lot of work at the moment, but maybe you would be able to work on it alone, with our help, of course.
But?
You know, we can't accept everyone. Do me a favor. I'll get you in touch with my contact man. He'll tell you more.
This guy is definitely an informer for the state.
Better not. Tom wouldn't like me to get mixed up in something like this.
As you wish. If you change your mind, just come.
Great old thing. You can even download music from it.
Exciting.
It's partially broken, so it's an old model.
Okay, anything else we can click on?
I don't need anything in here.
Okay, back to the street. Station. We already came from the station. Apartment. We've been to the apartment. Okay, let's go to the street behind the house. Finally, we can look. Oh, hopscotch.
An old children's game. Too bad there are no children around anymore. I'm a little too old for that. Another broken android. There are many of them around here. Although, it's of no use doing anything. It's of no use doing anything with. Old technology. Probably out of order.
Closer to the warehouse.
Cover for the drain. Holds tight.
Well, we do have a forklift right there. Can we use that? Digger? That's a forklift.
Last time I was in this
Can't dig
warehouse,
shit with a
I was a
forklift.
little kid.
Why were you in a warehouse as a little kid?
Old technology. Probably out of order.
Well, this was an exciting adventure. Why did we come back here?
I don't know what to do. Bad idea. Rather not.
Okay. Okay, let's talk to that drunkard again, I guess. Now let's check the station. Oh, okay, so we can fast travel there, okay. Well, that's fine. We don't need to go anywhere.
Tom.
I see you have your own information sources already.
What?
Well, I heard you talking.
Yes, and that's exactly why
Well, you know my opinion.
Thanks for your comp.
Don't thank me. It'll take some time.
I'll leave Tom alone. I'm glad he gave me his blessing.
Okay, that's cool.
I can see I can always...
I told you so.
All right. What shall I do?
Well, you'll have to prove you're able to get something that's almost impossible to find.
And that is?
I have a toy which once belonged to my little girl. I'd like it functioning again. You know, as a remembrance. I need a battery, but not one of those modern ones. It has to be the old type.
Okay, so that's why we got the battery out of the remote.
Come, and I'll give you the contact.
And where am I to find this battery?
That's your problem now.
Are these the right ones?
Show me what you've got. Let's see, you even got me too. Yeah, these are of an old type, yeah, but regrettably not of the type I need.
And what should the battery look like then?
Well, it has to be smaller, much smaller and flat.
All right, I'll try to get another one.
Okay, PDA, notes. I brought the battery to the drunkard, but it wasn't the one he wants. I have to look for another. More difficult to find a battery than I thought. Maybe I should ask someone. Well, there's only one person we can talk to thus far.
So, have you digested it yet?
Well, what else can I do?
I'm glad you understand. I see one of your best barflies has favored you with his presence again.
Yeah, without him, he's been doing nothing but
Well, that doesn't
I don't know exactly what happened. And on the contrary, he still defends the state.
You don't mind a bit?
Mind what? That he's a lunatic? Nah.
I need to get an old battery somewhere.
And what should it look like?
Very small and flat. That's all I know.
Well, they used to use those batteries in watches, but I don't have any.
That's a shame. But thanks anyway. I'm leaving.
Well, don't get yourself into something you...
I don't need anything in here.
A watch? Where the hell am I going to find a watch? Well, Andy did have a bunch of old junk. Or maybe I could go to the gate and see if Andy's there. No. Yeah.
Andy's It's just...
Okay. Okay, well let's head to the gate and see if Andy's there and if he's gonna get himself killed. Anything changed around here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, yeah, there's Andy. Andy definitely seems like a liability.
I don't know if he's awake because that's all he can... Andy, I've told you before...
Look, you see your chance in that resistance of yours. But those may be only walking metal boxes, but someone has...
Really? And what do you think he'll do? Or worse?
Sir, I've identified the... Do you happen to have some...
No, you misunderstand me. Persistence. I was saying he's being persistent.
All right, sir. But don't hesitate.
Sure. To assist and to protect. I know.
Exactly so, sir.
Stop persuading me. Go to those phantoms of yours.
Andy.
Let me alone.
Andy.
Let me alone.
How's the negotiating?
Well, a guy was here a moment ago who seemed to be in... I'll wait till...
I've noticed you have an old watch in your stuff.
Yes, I do. Hey, you searched my stuff?
No, but it's such a mess in there that it's impossible not to notice.
Huh, well, yeah, I have one. It's a gift. I got it as a child. What about it?
Well, I need it. I'm working on something, a deal of sorts.
And why should I give it to you?
I think you owe me that for all the time we've lived together.
Well, that's probably true. All right, take it.
Thanks. It will really help me. Andy.
Let me...
Stop, please.
I'd like to go to...
The required action.
Nothing.
Remember, you...
I'm not gonna play any tricks on him.
Okay. So we needed to go ask Andy for permission for his watch so we could get the watch. Because we wouldn't search through his stuff, but apparently we already knew what was in his stuff. So apparently I knew that he had a watch, even though I didn't know that he had a watch. Good job, game. Now we can go search his stuff, I guess. Even though apparently we already had looked through his stuff at some point in the past.
This old digital watch might be useful.
Oh, was that? I couldn't make that out at all. Okay, old digital watch. How do I get the battery out of it? Knife?
Andy was swearing, but I don't really think he cares so much about the watch. Never seeing him wear it anyway.
Okay, so we got the battery. Let's go. Down to the bar to join the resistance. What an exciting mission it's been.
I've managed to get this.
Well, give it to me. Maybe you've got it right this time. Nice work, son. You could find some water in the middle of the desert.
Ah, what a relief. It wasn't exactly easy to find. And what about your part of the deal?
Yeah, sure, don't fear. So, there's a street behind this house with an old warehouse at the end.
Yes, I know, but it's been deserted for quite a long time. I haven't ever seen its gate open.
Just go there. This time the gate won't be closed. You'll see. Tell him I sent you. He'll know. And in fact, he said he believed in your skills. He expected you would find us.
All right. Bye for now.
Yeah, okay. Now, if you excuse me, I have some serious business to attend to.
It's unbelievable how fast he's fallen asleep.
He's drunk. He passed out. He's not, like, normal
He's
sleep.
dreaming a Tom. I'm leaving. I can't.
Oh, don't get yourself in.
Okay, let's do a save. We'll go check out this warehouse, and then we'll call it a stream. How do I save again? The game has been saved. Oh yeah, the door's open now. Is this really the resistance, or is this some kind of ambush? I don't like it.
Aha, let's see. A visitor. Why doesn't that surprise me?
I was told you expected me, that's why.
Not only that, I've heard a lot about you. Now what exactly do you want from me?
I want to join the resistance. To fight against the establishment.
Against the establishment? Endora sacked you and now you want to fight? Or does it have something to do with your family?
How do you know about that?
Look, we know everything. If you really want to fight this establishment of yours, go and speak with Professor Petrenko. He lives in the better part of the slums. Do you know how to get there?
Yes, I've been there. The high-level railway goes there.
Exactly. It's the first house beside the station. He will tell you what you need to know, and tell him No Name sent you.
And that's all you'll tell me?
You need nothing more for the time being. Now go.
Let's go back in.
There's no point going there now.
Aww. Well, I think we'll leave it there for today. We've met the exciting No Name, and we're going to go talk to Professor Petrenko. Good old Professor Petrenko. So what a stream it has been. Now let us despair. You really want to scratch the game and lose all your unsafe steps? What strange writing. So that is AlternativA. We will be back with that next Friday. Let us forego all hope